Greetings, my friends. Today I am at Bishop's Castle, south of Colorado Springs. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment below. Bringing you a slow flow yoga class that will help you welcome change. Go ahead and grab your mat, grab some water, find a comfortable space outside or in your home, and let's get started. Beginning our class in a comfortable seated position, sit bones grounded to the ground, hands at knees. Legs can be crossed or extended, however you feel comfortable. From here, we'll go ahead and bring hands to heart center and let's create an intention for our practice today. Maybe it's a quality or something you like to manifest within yourself, or maybe it's a dedication to a person that you love. Seal this intention, take a full inhale, then open mouth exhale, let it go. From here, we'll bring hands to knees. We're going to begin with some neck rolls. So we're going to tilt the neck towards the right. Then we're going to tuck the chin as we go towards the left. Then we're going to open up the neck towards the ceiling. Then go ahead and repeat. We're going to be doing this 3 times, taking this at our own pace. So if you need to pause the video, please do so at any point in time. And we'll go ahead and take it the opposite direction if you haven't already. From here, we're going to work our way into a wrist warm-up. So extend both arms long in front of you, wrists touching, palms facing each other. From here, we're going to press into our palms. We're going to begin to roll the wrists inward, lifting our hands all the way up, elbows come to touch, and then we repeat this process, moving stagnant energy all the way up and out from the body, taking this nice and slow. I have a challenge for you. Can you take it the opposite direction? Nice. The purpose is just to get our wrists nice and warmed up before we hit those deeper stretches like down dogs or planks. We'll go ahead and meet together as one with hands at heart center. Go ahead and place your hands down to your knees. On our next inhale, we'll swoop both arms up towards the ceiling. Then we'll exhale our right hand down by our side. Inhale the left nice and high. Then exhale as you lean towards the right. Walking the fingertips out if you'd like to elongate your left side body, deepen that stretch. Inhale, swoop both arms up. Then exhale your left hand down. Inhale the right high. Then exhale as you lean it towards the left. Option once again to walk out those fingertips. Inhale, swoop both arms back to center. Then exhale, slow, hands at heart center, thumbs to chest, full inhale. Open mouth exhale, bring the hands down, begin to make your way into a tabletop position. Shoulders stacked over wrists, hips stacked over knees, belly to spine. From here, take a full inhale. Then on your exhale, round the spine, press your belly button in, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose, tuck the chin, round the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone, cow pose. Exhale, tuck and round, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Then exhale, neutral tabletop. Take a full inhale as you curl your back toes under, then exhale, lightly send the hips up and back, coming into your first downward facing dog. Begin to find some movement here as you begin to pedal out your knees. As we pedal out our feet, we'll check alignment, making sure our fingertips are wide spread, head is pouring down towards the mat, belly button is pulled back to the spine, fully engaged. From here, heels are pressing down. You may still find a bend in your knees in your down dog, and then internally rotate your hips up towards the ceiling. Take a full inhale here. Then on your exhale, begin to walk your hands to your toes, making your way into a forward fold. Our first forward fold, we're going to take a very deep bend in the knees, so that way our thigh is reaching for our stomach. Grab opposite elbows, ragdoll pose. Maybe find some swaying back and forth, or let your head hang nice and heavy towards the ground. From here, we'll lower both hands down, keep that bend in the knee. We're going to bend the right knee, straighten the left. Then we're going to inhale our left arm up towards the ceiling. Option to go for a half bind here, bringing the left hand behind the back, opening up that left shoulder. Stay here for 2 breaths. Go ahead and return back to a forward fold on your exhale. Then inhale, bend the left knee, straighten the right, swoop the right arm up towards the ceiling. Once again, option to go for that half bind if you did on the other side. Using your right hand to reach for that left thigh, stay for 2 breaths. Following your next exhale, bring the right arm back down into your forward fold. From here, take a very deep bend in the knees. Then inhale, slowly rise, stacking the spine, taking it nice and slow. When shoulders come to standing, we'll be reaching both arms long, extended mountain pose. From here, exhale, hands at heart center, nice and slow. Go ahead and make your way to the top of the mat. Meeting at the top of our mat, we'll have our big toes together, sliver of space between our heels. Nice work. From here, inhale, bend the knees, swoop the fingertips across the ground, lift the biceps by ears, chair pose. See if you can sink a little bit deeper with your glutes and try and lift all 10 toes. Full inhale, then exhale, forward fold, straighten the knees, let the head pour down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to shins, nice straight spine, then exhale, fold. Place both hands on the ground, take a gentle step back to a plank. Then from here, make sure shoulders are stacked over wrists, core is pulled inward. Take a full inhale, then exhale, bend the elbows, slowly lower your belly to mat, uncurl the back toes, press your palms underneath your shoulders, then inhale as you lift cobra pose. On your exhale, curl your back toes under, then send the glutes up and back. Option to fully lower if this is more beneficial for you, or go straight to that down dog. From here, maybe wiggle the head back and forth. Find some stillness in your down dog, then inhale your right foot up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee, thread it through low lunge, stamping your right foot between both hands. Inhale, gaze forward, then exhale, bring your left foot up to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take a deep, deep bend in the knees. Then inhale, slowly rise, stacking the spine. When shoulders meet to standing, we'll swoop both arms long, extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands at heart center, nice and slow. Thumbs to chest, full inhale. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Setting up for round 2, bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, bend the knees, swoop the fingertips, chair pose. See if you can sink a little bit deeper and lift all 10 toes. Take one full inhale here. Then on your exhale, straighten the knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, stamp both hands on the ground, step one foot back, then the other, coming into a plank pose. Take a full inhale, then exhale, lower belly to mat. So you're going to bend the elbows, slowly lower, uncurl those back toes, then press into your hands, inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, curl the back toes under, send the hips up and back, meeting in a downward facing dog. Inhale the left heel up towards the ceiling. Then on your exhale, bend the knee, thread it through, coming into a low lunge. Inhale, gaze forward. Then on your exhale, step your right foot up to meet the left. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take a deep, deep bend in the knees. Then inhale, slowly rise, stacking the spine, coming into extended mountain pose, both arms reach. Then exhale, hands at heart center, nice and slow. Come back to the breath, full inhale, open mouth, exhale. From here, bring big toes to touch, sliver of space between the heels. Inhale, bend the knees, swoop the fingertips, chair pose. Exhale, hands at heart center, nice and slow. Deepen your seat. Begin to twist to the left. So right elbow is going to come to left knee. Press into both palms and hold. Untwist, inhale, both arms reach up, chair pose. Then exhale, hands come to heart center once more. We're going to be twisting to the right side. So left elbow is going to come to right knee this time. We're going to engage the core, pulling belly button to spine. See if you can sink a little bit lower and press both palms into each other. Stay with your breath. You've got this. Untwist, inhale, chair pose. Then exhale, straighten the knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Place both hands on the mat. Step one foot back, then the other, plank pose. Exhale, tricep lower belly to mat. Uncurl the back toes. Press into the hands. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send the hips up and back. Find some stillness in your down dog. Then inhale your right heel up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee, thread it through, stamping your foot into a low lunge between both hands. Inhale, find your balance, crescent pose, lift both arms up. Make sure front knee is stacked over front ankle, slight bend in that back knee, see if you can hinge forward and roll your pinky tips inward. Take a full inhale here, then on your exhale, pivot the back foot so it's parallel with the back of the mat and bring your arms out into a T. Inhale, flip the palms up, then exhale them back down. On your next inhale, we'll go reverse warrior. So left arm comes behind the back, right arm swoops up and back. Then exhale, windmill the arms to a low lunge. Step your foot back to a plank. Then exhale, belly to mat. Uncurl those back toes. Then inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, curl the back toes under. Send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Moving on to the opposite side, inhale your left heel up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee, thread it through, stamping into a low lunge. Inhale, crescent pose, lift both arms up towards the ceiling. Bend that back knee, maybe hinge forward so your front knee is stacked directly over your front ankle. Take a full inhale here. Then on your exhale, open up into a warrior two, back foot pivot so it's parallel with the back of the mat. Arms come out into a T. Inhale as you flip the palms up, then back down. Making sure the front knee is stacked over the front ankle here. Bring your right arm behind your back. Swoop the left arm up and back. Reverse warrior. On your next exhale, windmill the arms, framing the front foot, coming into a low lunge. Step your left foot back to a plank, then exhale, belly to mat. Uncurl those back toes, press into your hands, inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, curl the back toes under, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a full inhale here, then open mouth exhale, let it go. From here, we'll be shifting our weight forward, dropping the knees on the mat in a tabletop. Bring big toes to touch, knees out the width of the mat. Exhale, child's pose. From here, on our next inhale, we're going to lightly begin to shift our shoulders up to a tabletop, then lower our hips down, seal pose. Exhale, send the hips back slowly, child's pose. Inhale, shift up, drop the hips, seal pose, shine the heart forward. Then exhale, send the hips back, child's pose. Last one here. Inhale, shift forward, drop the hips, seal pose. Then exhale, send the glutes back, child's pose. Find some stillness in your child's pose. Take a full inhale. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice work. Full inhale. Exhale, send the hips up. Lift the shoulders, stacking them over the wrists to a tabletop position. Take a full inhale here, then exhale, slowly walk your hands out as you keep your hips raised, puppy pose. Option to cross the arms, using your forearms as a pillow if that feels better for you. Begin to let your chest pour down onto the mat as this pose opens up your shoulders and your heart. When you're ready, inhale, slowly walk the hands back up to a tabletop. Then shift your glutes back to your heels, coming to a seated position. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Take a full inhale as you expand through the belly, lifting to the rib cage all the way up to the chest and shoulders. Then exhale, chest and shoulders, rib cage, belly. And from here, we'll close out our class. If you enjoyed this class and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'll see you next class. Namaste.